Everyone good to go?
Well, Craig, super second half. You would have had to have been living under a rock if you weren't across Carlton's second halves of this season. Was that fed to your players at half time? Did you lean into that?
Yeah, we did. We did. Yeah, we've mentioned that our second halves have been reasonably strong, and it's only a small sample size, but you sort of reach into those things if you think there's opportunities there, just to give belief potentially of what we have been doing. And again, it's not quite a pattern yet, but it's we stepped into that.
How impressed were you with the cleanliness around the footy in that second half especially?
Yeah, there's times as a coach you're thinking it's quite wet and blustery, so really tricky conditions. I'm not sure what it presented like on TV, but I know watching at times it's really a dour struggle. And there's times where as a coach you're going, oh, come on, we can just stop overplaying the ball and get the ball going, and because it's really hard to handle the ball, let alone mark it. So there's times where I sort of go, we could have done things a little bit different, but I'm just trying to steer away from these players' decision making. Let them make decisions and let them, play the game how they want it to be played.
Fielded the oldest team of all time tonight.
All time, is it now?
All time.
Okay.
And you won really well as well. Is that sort of just a nice vote of vindication?
Do we get like as a birthday for that? Is it? Yeah, we don't have to bring our passports for the to start the game to show our age. We just you guys keep adding the numbers up, and we'll keep banking on our experience.
Is it a good validation though, like that essentially age is a number, isn't it?
We don't put ceilings on things. I'm going to keep repeating it. It might come up every week. We have a bad loss, it'll be like, oh, you're too old, and you have a good win, and like you've got great experience. So our list is that list for the year, unless we recruit some 3-year-olds in the mid-season trade. But I think this is the reality of what we've got, and we back in our experience. It gives us great opportunities at times.
How valuable is that footy IQ though when it comes to games like that?
I said this pre-game, how has the experience helped you? It's incredible during the week how it helps us. At training, we've got unbelievably elite standards from so many of our core players, and then that feeds down to some of our developing players. And then you have training where you go, can you just set this up, and our players take ownership of that, and they know the game plan inside out. Those things definitely help. And then when there's the heat and pressure of a game, you manage moments well.
Did you feel like you just simplified it a little bit after half time? And obviously pressure being the emphasis, but where you used the footy?
Yeah, we went pretty hard on the tape at half time. We didn't like the way we were defending the ground. It was a 0-0 draw really at second quarter. No one could score. Defences were really strong, and it was tricky conditions, as I said, but we didn't like where we were putting our bodies, and show some footage around that. And then we got a bit of reward in the third quarter. I think we kicked 4 goals 6, but 17 inside 50s to 7 was an example of sort of dominating the territory in that quarter.
You tell us about, I suppose, your thoughts on Darcy Cameron in the middle and how, after half-time, his performance.
Yeah, no, he's just stepping up every week. Like that's a tough opponent. DeConey is one of the best in the competition. Darcy just keeps delivering for us. If he's not marking the ball, he's competing in different ways. He just puts his body where we need him at times defensively, and he's playing big minutes. We sort of chopping out in some areas, but he's playing big minutes compared to what he was last year and the year before. So plays his 100th game next week. We'll celebrate that one.
And Lachie Schultz, obviously he's been highlighted a few times since he's arrived, but tonight was probably one of the better games he played for the club, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a lucky top of night, wasn't it? It was sort of slippery and messy, and just watch the chase. He chases 150 metres and just doesn't quite get there, but he never gives up. And you saw the reaction of our players when he got the award tonight, what he means to our group. We love what he does for us.
He was really central to that third quarter when the game was up for grabs, wasn't he? He was really in amongst turning the tide, wasn't he?
Yeah, he put his body on the line regularly, he gets his body in good positions, and he got rewarded on the scoreboard, and got us going in really important times.
I assume you saw the Dan Houston bump on Fogarty?
No, I did hear in there. I haven't seen it, so I can't comment. I'll be saying things I've got no comment on. But I hope the young lad's okay. Fogarty, was it? Yeah, so I hope so that he's okay, and he's has no real effects from that contest. But no, I haven't seen it to comment.
I guess on a topic that we've talked about a lot as well, but Pendles and Sidearm, the way that they just keep on keeping going. I mean, you've been around footy for a very long time. To see two guys at this stage of their careers still be so influential.
Yeah, Yeah, no, we don't put ceilings on things. You should see the way these guys are preparing and the energy they have for making us all better. And it's not just them, whatever Howie and we got a lot of guys. And I thought Brody Mychek's contest was huge tonight. Like to put his body on the line so many times at critical moments, and he didn't get rewarded on the scoreboard, but we see the things he's doing for us to make us better. So, no ceilings here.
Just with, I suppose, with Mychek, McStay and Membry, Membry's been around for a long time and you're into the system yet. How do you see those three sort of working together?
Yeah, I think it's a chemistry work in progress. Tonight no one's really marking the ball, are they? I don't remember. Backs intercepted the ball well. Darcy Moore and Bruzzy intercepted the ball well, but no one was really marking the ball. It was a tough night for forwards, but I think the chemistry and that positioning is important. And I don't know if we're going to look the same all the time. I'll be deliberate saying that. I think we'll make some subtle changes, depends on who we play and where we play. You may see that in coming weeks.
Jordan De Goey was subbed at three-quarter time. Was that something that you were planning coming into tonight?
Yeah, we had a bit of a plan around Geordie and a couple others, albeit what the game was giving us. We just thought that was opportune time. He had good impact. He's a work in progress too, Geordie. We haven't sort of got him full wheels in motion yet. So we sort of an opportune time. And we got Ned Long, who's every week I'm going, how is he the sub? He's been so brilliant. He comes on, he has 7-8 possessions, 20 pressure points, kicks a goal. Yeah, I don't think he'll be sub next week.
A couple of weeks on the road to come, they gather around and then up to Brisbane for Easter Thursday. Is that a chance for the players to get away? And is the group travelling, they'll be away from Melbourne for a week or so? Yeah, we're going to Adelaide, I think, on Wednesday, train over there, so all our Collingwood supporters get over there. Adelaide's a great place to visit. Good place to drive over. I drive over every Christmas time, love the place. Love all my mates there, my mum. Hey mum, how you going? Love Adelaide, so get there to see us. But we'll be going over Wednesday and we'll stay there for a couple of days and we play Friday obviously, and then we fly straight to Brisbane. So we'll be up there, a bit away from home for a little bit,
Any injuries tonight?
No, I think we're pretty good at the moment. Yeah, pretty good at the moment. Thanks, guys.